Hello, welcome to another tutorial for Docu-Gen. This will be going over just a few more little tidbits on the tree map section that I probably missed going over the more specific sections here. So let's get started. Inside of the master document, we can add a page, and that's all we can add. Inside of a page, we can add a row and a column, and that's all we can add inside of a page. Let's go ahead and add two rows here. Inside of rows and columns, you can add more rows and columns, and you can also add text and SVGs and images and stuff like that. And inside of text, you can only add text. Uh, so yeah, hopefully that all makes sense. Let's go ahead and add a few things of text here. We'll do A right there. And actually, we'll just do this inside of the same row here. Let's do B. And I think we'll do C right here. There we go, A, B, C. So this is actually the main reason I wanted to do this tutorial is for one feature I haven't mentioned yet, and that is you can move stuff around. So for example, right now we're only moving text around, but if you can imagine having a big style here, like a giant column or something, you can decide where this goes. So if you made a column and you made it on the left and you really liked it and you decided I actually want my entire document to have a right column instead, then you can move all of that over. And you can do that on anything. So you can move entire sections over like this. Um, so yeah, that's what I wanted to show there. You can also do the same with pages. So if we add like another page here, let's do like one where it's really easy to see. So we'll do this, I guess. Oh, this tiny page way down here. Um, let's add a few more actually. We'll add other like a little ID page, and let's maybe add. Oh, that's good actually. So we have three pages. Okay. So right now we're on page 3, which is this one. And if we hit this right arrow, it's going to move it to the first page. And if we hit it again, we're going to be on the second one there. That's where we are. So it's moving this page around. Let's move our first page, which is our normal one here, the one that we've been messing around with. Let's move this one to the end. So now it's at the very end of our document. Now it's going to be the second page, and so on and so forth. So that's just moving our stuff around. So if you decided you want to move pages, you can. The other thing I haven't shown yet in the tree map is, let's say that you have a bunch of text and suddenly your tree map gets pretty big. You might not want to look at this section anymore, so you can go ahead and collapse it. And you can see if it's collapsed or not by the little icon here. So if it's collapsed, it'll give you the option to maximize it. Um, there you go. So that's collapsing the entire page down. And of course, it will still render everything. It's just we're not viewing it anymore inside of our little guy here. And is there anything else that's really important? Well, we talked about copying. I did want to mention that you can copy entire sections again, and you can even paste them inside of themselves. So like this, we'll go back over here and see that we've pasted this row all inside of itself again. And yeah, so you can get row inception going on here. And that's a good instance of where like hiding stuff will be very useful because you probably don't want to see all of that. Anything else here? We've talked about deleting. I don't think we've talked about editing names really quick. This is more of a quality of life thing, I guess. If you are navigating a giant document you're working on, it makes sense to maybe have name sections. I have them defaulted to their path in the code +1 just because I figure most people that are doing this probably don't want to count from 0. So yeah, it starts at 1. But if you edit the name like this, then you can name it whatever you want. So we can name this one, we'll just call this one, I'm just going to call it row 1 again. Anyway, we'll call this one the blue row, for example, if we were going to give it like a blue style or something. And, of course, if we switch to another page and come back, then you'll see that the name is still there. So it's just for aid in navigation, I guess. Um, so we've talked about naming, we've talked about accessing your styles here in the style tutorial. Um, talked about copying and pasting. We've talked about deleting. Yeah, just a fail safe here. You have to type DE to delete after you click delete. Um, again, I think this was brought up in the crash course, but just as a quick aside, you can reverse your entire rows or columns just by hitting this, and you'll see a little icon here that shows your column is now being shown, or your row is being shown in the reverse. And you can undo that by either clicking uh, either one of these. Again, doesn't matter which. Um, Now, I believe that is probably everything that has not been said about the tree map section yet, really. Yeah. Okay. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. Bye.